Welcome to the Ad Expert Podcast.
And welcome to a very focused deep dive today. Our mission is pretty critical, really.
It is. We're trying to take this blueprint we have from industry experts and break down one of the biggest challenges in marketing.
Right. How to create offers that convert leads to sales.
That's the whole game, isn't it? I mean,
Sure.
turning that initial interest, a click, a sign up, into actual revenue.
It is. And the material we're looking at today, it really maps out that whole process. It's not just, about a catchy headline.
No, it's a full end-to-end strategy. It's disciplined.
Exactly. We're looking for those aha moments hidden in the data. Our sources give us these, well, they call them irresistible offers.
And it's not just about creating them, right? It's about testing them.
Constantly. Continuous testing and really granular data tracking. This methodology comes from a really competitive market, Los Angeles, actually.
So you know it's been battle tested.
It provides a massive shortcut, really, to making sure your marketing dollars actually, pay off.
Okay, let's unpack this. The foundation for this deep dive comes from Ad Expert. They're a Los Angeles-based online marketing and web development agency.
Which, like you said, tells you right away they're operating in a tough, fast-moving environment.
And they've been doing it for over a decade.
Mm-hmm. And while their home base is LA, the whole point is that their approach, this data-driven success, can be exported to clients anywhere.
So let's talk about the team. Who's behind these insights? It always helps to know.
For sure. The material points to the founder, Sam Ashrafi. He's a marketing strategist with a ton of experience.
In what areas specifically?
Both local services and e-commerce marketing. And that's a really important duality.
Okay, why is that?
Well, you're looking at someone who understands the slow burn of building local relationships, but also the rapid-fire conversion cycles of e-commerce.
Got it. And he's not alone.
No. They also highlight Ehsan Nabilvadi, who's an expert in SEO and professional analytics. His whole job is to stay ahead of the trends, to measure what's working, not just guess.
And that emphasis on measurement, that brings us right to their core approach, data-driven success.
This is where we get into the nuts and bolts.
Right, so they don't just use theory. They build strategies using the client's own past data.
And a deep dive into what competitors are doing. It's all tailored to the client's specific goals and their target market.
And it covers the whole spectrum, right? Google Ads, SEO, social media, even web development on WordPress and Shopify.
Exactly. But here's where it gets really interesting and where it moves beyond what a lot of standard agencies do.
Which is?
Their use of real-time tracking.
So you don't have to wait for a monthly report to see if something's broken.
You don't. They use live tracking and reporting across everything. Social media, email, paid ads, you name it. They call it a bird's eye view of the pipeline.
Which lets you adjust on the fly.
Immediately. And that speed ties into the second piece of their methodology, which is artificial intelligence.
AI. Okay, it's easy to hear that and think it's just a buzzword. What does it actually mean in practice here?
They break it down into tangible tools. We're talking about AI-powered customer targeting.
So not just finding who a good customer is, but who's ready to buy right now.
Precisely. The AI uses predictive analytics for that. And that translates into hyper-personalized marketing campaigns and advanced optimization tools. It's about using AI to be as efficient and personal as possible.
Okay, so that's the engine, a really powerful data engine. Let's pivot to what that engine produces, the offer itself. How do we build that irresistible offer?
Well, the main goal, according to the material, is to understand your market so deeply that the offer doesn't even feel like a sales pitch.
It just feels like the obvious solution to their problem.
Exactly. You have to nail their specific pain points before you even mention a price.
And at the center of all this is something they call the lead conversion process, the LCP. Let's spend a minute here.
We have to. The LCP is it's the series of steps a potential customer goes through before they decide to buy.
From just becoming aware they have a problem,
to considering different solutions, then being nurtured with information and trust, and then finally, the decision, the sale.
So the big takeaway is that an offer that works at the end of that journey, like a discount code, is going to completely fail at the beginning.
Completely. You have to tailor the offer to the stage. So for someone in that early awareness stage, you offer something with low commitment but high value.
Like a free checklist or a guide?
A free checklist, a diagnostic tool, an educational webinar. The goal isn't the sale yet. The goal is to get a qualified lead.
That makes so much sense. Okay, so once you have that lead, how do you move them along? What are the key strategies for that middle part of the journey?
The material highlights 3 foundational strategies. First is nurturing qualified leads.
These are the people who've shown they're interested. They downloaded the guide.
Exactly. Now, you use email drip campaigns and retargeting ads to stay top of mind, but the insight is how you do it. The content has to constantly remind them of their problem while showing you're the solution.
You're keeping that conversation going.
You are. The second strategy is about the moment of truth. A strong call to action. A strong CTA.
The sources really hammer this home, don't they? A weak CTA can just tank a great offer.
It absolutely can. It needs to be clear, concise, and crucially create a sense of urgency.
So not just click here. More like, secure your spot, only 5 left this week.
That's it exactly. You're driving a specific action. And the third strategy is maybe the most important, providing social proof.
This is what builds confidence, right?
Yeah.
Especially for bigger purchases.
Absolutely. Testimonials, case studies, success stories, but you can't just throw them onto a page.
You have to be strategic.
You do. You align the proof with the prospect's specific situation. If they're worried about SEO, you show them an SEO case study. You prove your solution works for people like them.
Let's drill down on something you touched on there, which is personalization. The material calls it the key to increasing conversions.
It's where all the AI and data analysis really pays dividends. The experts point to 3 big benefits. First, it builds trust.
Because you're showing you actually understand their specific problem.
Right. And second, it increases relevance. A personalized offer just feels like it was made for them. It cuts through the noise.
And third?
It improves engagement. Personalized content, whether it's an email subject line or an ad, keeps them moving through that conversion process. If it's generic, they just tune out.
Okay, but this isn't all automated, right?
Yeah.
The material talks a lot about the sales team.
That's a great point. Automation can only take you so far. The sales reps are the ones who handle the nuance, the closing.
So they need training on how to use all this data.
They do. The training needs to focus on making every single interaction meaningful. They have to take the data points, what pages a lead visited, what they downloaded, and use that to tailor the conversation on the spot. They become the final human layer of personalization.
So we have the engine, we've trained the driver. Now we need to keep the car on the road. The material's really clear that optimization is an ongoing process. You have to test and iterate.
This is all about discipline. The sources say A/B testing is completely non-negotiable.
And they say that even tiny changes can have a huge impact on conversion rates.
Huge. Think about testing a CTA. On one page, the button says schedule a demo. On the other, it says claim your spot. Free trial ends Friday.
The second one creates scarcity and a deadline.
And that simple change can create a massive lift in conversions, even if everything else is identical. You have to test everything. The headline, the images, the placement of social proof, constantly.
And to do that, you need to be tracking the right data. What are the key metrics to watch beyond just the final sale?
The sources point to 3. First, obviously, is the conversion rate itself, but you have to look upstream.
To the engagement rate.
Exactly. Are people clicking your links, opening your emails? If engagement is low, your offer is missing the mark for that stage of the journey.
And the third one feels like digging for gold.
It really is. It's customer feedback, especially from people who didn't convert.
Finding out why they left.
Why they left, what was missing, where the friction was. That negative feedback is probably the most valuable data you can get for improving the next offer.
Okay, that feedback helps us avoid common roadblocks. The material lays out a few of these and their solutions. Let's start with a big one. Long sales cycles.
Yeah, this is tough for high-ticket items. The solution isn't to push harder, it's to stay top of mind by building the relationship.
So mix up your communication.
Exactly. A personalized email one week, a retargeting ad with a new case study the next, a personal phone call after that. It's about endurance through relevance.
Okay, roadblock number 2. Low lead quality. You can have the perfect offer, but if it's going to the wrong people.
Your conversion rate will be 0. The solution here is better qualification. Use your content to filter people out. A deep, gated industry report is going to attract a much more qualified lead than a generic blog post.
You filter them before they even get to your sales team.
And save everyone a lot of time. And the last one, the classic conversion killer, poor follow-up.
Just giving up too soon.
Way too soon. The solution here is automation. Email drip campaigns that run for weeks, not days. Retargeting ads that follow them around. The sources stress it can take 7, 8, sometimes even 12 touch points before a lead is ready.
So you need a system that just keeps working.
A system that never gives up long after a human sales rep might have moved on.
So when we put this all together, what does it mean for you, the listener? Creating offers that convert.
Yeah.
It's not some kind of magic.
No, it's a methodical, disciplined process. It starts with a deep, almost surgical understanding of your audience. That's what allows you to make the offer irresistible through personalization.
And then you have to arm your sales team with the right tools and data so they can meet that prospect exactly where they are in their journey. Every single step matters.
From that first qualification filter all the way to the fine-tuning you get from A/B testing, it's all part of the same machine.
It's alignment, analysis, and just tireless iteration.
And it's all powered by that flow of real-time data. And that, I think, brings us to a really important final thought. We know AI is already changing the game for customer targeting and personalized campaigns. So the challenge for you is this. If you had to pick one leading indicator, not the final conversion rate, but the driver behind it, what is the single most non-negotiable data point you need to be tracking right now to ensure your future offers stay relevant,